EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Visitor sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys ready to get this one going. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy who had a shaky 3 seasons in the Big Apple. Drafted 3rd overall by the team he goes up against here today, the New York Jets. It's Sam Darnold. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Second down and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now it's Darnold. This will be complete to Mechie. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our plays and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
No gain on the play. It's now
to the shotgun snap to Allen. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First and 10, it's Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Allen going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got him in. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tim Patrick, 69 yards. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Ball on at 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Here's 3rd and 7.
DJ Moore. It's a game of 4. Makes it 3rd.
Here's Allen. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Jets, 1st down.
Robinson on a give right side. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steelers offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
back to throw, Darnold. They'll get this out to Genty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
7-7, our score after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the draw, here's Genty. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st.
And the Steelers 1st down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mechie, the man in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, it's Genty. And they'll have it in the red zone before the crosses are out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Quickly out wide to Mechie. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now all out there, he does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Oh, looking for Waddle, but this is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And now out come the Jets. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goal post here. 1st and 2. And a nice job to break through with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And he'll be taken down before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jets.
From midfield, here's Allen. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Robinson breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to back it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking deep here from Mechie. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here first and 10. Now Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now third down and very long. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. To the air, Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
14 yards. And the Jets, first down. First and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10.
Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Again, they'll throw with Allen. There's the stiff arm. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's good for another Jets.
A final shot before half for Allen. That's going to be caught by Harrison. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Now Allen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
We constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
To throw, it's Allen. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Allen. This one held in, and again it's Robinson. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 37.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the save. Derek Harmon That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's 3rd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now it's Darnold. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They started the ball with Robinson here. And the defense closes quickly there and will give maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Draymond Jones now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Darnold now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Derek Harmon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain.
Now Allen off the bootleg. That's out wide here for Robinson. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
No gain on the play. brings up 3rd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Steelers.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the 1st down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along this underline, something's wrong with that one.
Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Option play, here's Robinson. They juked him. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
He's taken down
Now Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The offense on third down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Allen, nifty footwork. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for another Jets. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Allen to throw it.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Harrison. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Right for the PAT, Coyote Fairbairn. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel.
John Franklin Myers in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers triumph, but they come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And New York set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And the Jets, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Robinson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up third and
Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 70. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
first down, Pittsburgh.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Navi Matabike able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. The Steelers triumph, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. In trouble, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. The drive will begin with a run by Genty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll go again with Genty.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Third down and 1. They'll try to run forward with Genty.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.